Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you can't already tell by today's video title, I am going to be randomly selecting my crochet projects today. I don't know who originally started this trend, but I first saw it on Tiani Asada's YouTube channel. She does this. She's done this quite a bit of times, and I've seen it on her channel, and I think it's just like an interesting concept. And I'm always struggling to think of what should I crochet, things like that, and trying to branch out to more things. So I figured we'll just try using a random selection to make it a fun like challenge today. So I went ahead and wrote down a bunch of ideas and put it into this mug. We're using my work yoga mug, which my coworker got me. It is focusing on my bear's face and not on the mug. But it's like all these funny like work yoga poses or whatever. But this is the mug that has all of the different crochet ideas. So there's quite a bit in here. Like I feel like it's gonna like overflow when I try to grab from it. One already fell out, but I'm just gonna try to like pick one from it and we're gonna crochet it. I'm hoping that we get like 3 done in today's video, but it all depends on what I pick and how long it takes me for how many we're gonna get done. But my goal is to get 3 done. But let's go ahead and just pick our first one here. So I'm gonna like try not to knock them all out, but try to just get one. Okay, we have one. Should I let you guys look first? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold it up there. Is it even focusing? Okay, a velvet bow scrunchie. Also, my handwriting is terrible. I tried to let you guys see first, but I don't think it worked. Okay, velvet bow scrunchie. So some of these I got from my Pinterest and I know exactly which one this is. There's this one scrunchie and I think it would be really cute for like a little girl, or like I guess adults could wear it too, but it was kind of making me think of like Easter and everything. So I need to find the yarn that I'm going to use for this, but let me show you what the pattern looks like. I'll either put it on the screen or I'll just hold it up to the camera if that works. But let me find it really quick. Okay, here is what it looks like. So it looks like almost like little bunny ears to me. That's like what it reminds me of. But this is what we're going to be crocheting. So I need to get all the supplies for this. I need to find what yarn we're going to use. I have to look through my yarn stash and see what velvet yarns I have, and I need to figure out what size hook that the pattern calls for. And I'm thinking this one won't take too long, hopefully. So that's a good one to start with, something different. Okay, they recommend using a 4mm crochet hook. I think that's the size that no, it's not. I usually use a 5 for mine, so that'll be interesting. Oh, they tell you to use the baby velvet. So mine might end up being a little bit bigger. Okay, there's a video, so I'm just gonna like look at it real quick while I'm looking at my yarn. Okay, I picked out my yarn. I'm gonna be using this brunette velvet, and this is in the color mocha. I think I already made a scrunchie out of this, so I want to say I already used it, but the yarn is kind of a mess around it, so I don't know where the end is. Oh, there it is, maybe. So I'm going to, actually the tutorial is just for, oh, I know what the problem is. I think I slid this back on. The tutorial is just for like the bow part, not the scrunchie, but I think I am going to follow her tutorial for her scrunchies too. So we're going to make the bows first. It's meant to like add on after, so I'll check in once I get a little bit of progress on this, hopefully. So I finished. I don't know what happened. I'm very confused. I think I got off-centered or something. I would like to do it again, and I wish I had a written pattern because I was having a hard time following her video, but something went wrong. I think I'm gonna redo it, but this gets tied around, but like I had to add an extra stitch because it just wasn't adding up right. So like I said, I think I need to write out what the pattern is and kind of redo it. But I am about to make her scrunchie because she has a different scrunchie tutorial than like the way I make mine, but it also doesn't have any volume in the video, so I don't know how that's gonna go. But I'm going to make her scrunchie pattern, I guess, and see what I think of it. Okay, the scrunchie turned out way better than the other part. So it's smaller than the scrunchies I normally make, but it worked out pretty fast. And then obviously I need to weave in the ends, but then this would be to tie around it, I guess, but it needs to be fixed. I might be gonna tie it. I think this one's a fail. I kind of want to fix it, but at the same time I don't feel like it. I kind of lost track of time It is 2:43. I redid the bow part, so this is what it looks like. You have to tie it on, so you can either just make it like this and then tie it in like around your hair, or you tie it onto the scrunchie. So we have the scrunchie in the bow, so I'm going to try to tie this around and see how it looks. I'm a little confused on how it ties around, but okay, so this is how it turned out. So I just tied it around there so it has the two little tails and then hair tie. So that's actually pretty cute. That's kind of how I expected it to turn out. Okay, that took me way longer than it should have, but if I wrote out the pattern, I'd be a lot faster. I just kept having to pause and rewind the video to try to figure it out. And the scrunchie video has no audio, but all I did, because I'm pretty sure that's what she did, was treble crochet all the way around. So that was pretty quick and easy. Okay, finished making that little bow scrunchie. Okay, we're gonna pick the next thing, but we might not start it yet. So I'm going to just randomly pick something from the mug. I'm feeling this one. Let's see if I can hold it up and not look. Did you guys see it, or did it not work? A Ruffle book sleeve, okay. This one's gonna take a little bit longer, I think. Well, that one took longer than I thought too, but okay, this is the next thing we're making. I'm gonna take a little break and then I'll come back when I'm ready to crochet this, and I'll figure out what color yarn we're gonna use, because I think I'm just gonna do a solid color. Oh, but let me show you what it looks like. I have this pinned on my Pinterest, and if I like how it turns out, and if the creator allows, I might end up selling these on my Etsy shop. So this is the crochet book sleeve. Like, how cute is that? I'm excited to make it. This is taking way longer than I thought it would, and my eyes are honestly hurting, but I'm going to... I don't have my light on because my eyes hurt. I feel like it's worse with the light on for some reason. I'm getting like a headache. I feel like it's really wide, so that feels like it's making it take even longer. I followed the pattern on how big to make the bottom. I guess next time I need to make it a little bit smaller, but I do feel like this part got way wider for some reason, so I need to make this smaller next time. But it'll fit a large book. It'll fit a hardcover. I should have made one for a smaller book so that it wouldn't take me as long, but we're probably like a third of the way through it, I guess. So I'm just gonna keep crocheting. I don't know if I'll finish it tonight. I'm definitely not gonna be doing another project tonight, but I still want to try to do one more in this video. I'm gonna take the pillows off my bed because they're annoying me, and I'm just gonna relax and crochet. I sized down my hook because I feel like it was getting bigger, but I don't think it's making a difference. Oh well. I'm just gonna keep crocheting until I get it to the right height. Oh, also I made hot chocolate, and the last time I made hot chocolate, which was last night, I burnt myself so bad. Like, I gave myself this blister on my finger, which I think I showed it 2 videos ago, but I burnt myself so bad on the mug. It's kind of embarrassing, honestly, but okay. I'm gonna crochet. Okay, checking in on this. It's currently, I think, 9:02. I need to change my clock over there because I'm not gonna wake up at the right time. My alarm clock is wrong. And I just started the last row, like the ruffle row. I'm just starting it, but I did not realize it was after 9 o'clock. So I'm thinking maybe I should stop for the night, but I made it so it fits this book here. It's a little bit too wide, but that's okay. So if I make it again, I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, but see how it has extra room. But you could probably fit a pretty big book in here, honestly. I don't know. Anyways, it's my first time making one, so I'll get better at them and the sizing. But you leave a little hole right here in the front. That's where like the bow part goes. This part's done. I just have to finish the ruffle and the bow, and then it'll be done. So hopefully I can do that tomorrow, as long as I'm not too tired after work. But yeah, my head is hurting really bad, so I was debating on pulling the last thing out tonight, but I don't know, should we just wait till tomorrow? I kind of want to know. Okay, so we'll finish this tomorrow, but let's pull out another slip because this is going to be our third and last project of this video, but we'll probably make it Tuesday morning, maybe, because I work Tuesday afternoon. Okay, why am I nervous? Okay, some of them fell out, but the one that's in my hand is this one. The Lacy Crochet scrunchie, another scrunchie. I think I know which one this is. It's like I think it's an acrylic scrunchie, and I don't know how to describe it, but it looks like it's like in the round, kind of like it's a closed kind of stitch. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but let me see if I can find it really quick. Oh, perfect. Here it is. See how it's kind of like closed like that? I just don't know if that's cotton yarn or if that's acrylic yarn, so we'll see. That's what I will be making Tuesday morning, hopefully. So hopefully I can finish this book sleeve tonight. Not tonight, I mean tomorrow, and then we will make the scrunchie. And that'll be our last one of the video, I think. So I will check back in tomorrow when I work on this again. Okay, don't mind my hair looks greasy, but I have oil in it, and I put it in like a slick back ponytail with a braid because I am doing some oil in my hair today. But I wanted to check in on progress of things. I don't know why I just put my book thing away. I'll show it to you in a second. But this is the Lacy Crochet scrunchie. That's what we're working on next. I haven't started it yet. You're supposed to use superfine yarn, like weight 1 yarn. I don't have any of that, but I think I'm going to try to use cotton yarn instead. So I have this cotton yarn left over from when I made my sister a balaclava. So, not a balaclava. A bolero? Not a balaclava, a bolero. Like shrug shirt. So I have all this left over. I'm going to try to use the smaller skein and see if it's enough. And I got this color hair tie because they're pretty kind of closer to the same colors. It's super windy outside if you can hear that, but I'm going to try to use this. It's going to be interesting because it says to use a 2.75 millimeter crochet hook, and I feel like that's going to be difficult, but I don't know, we'll see. There's a YouTube video for this because I guess the creator of this pattern said it was kind of hard to explain in a written pattern, so I'm going to watch the YouTube tutorial and hopefully I can figure it out. I thought it would be kind of cool to have it be like multicolored like this, so we'll see how it works up. Worst comes to worst, I'll just undo it, but I'm going to work on this, and I'm watching a little podcast YouTube video thing, and yeah, that's kind of my plan. The weather is really crappy out, so it's kind of the perfect day to just lounge and crochet, so I'm going to try to finish up this today. And this, obviously I'm done after this one because I'm only doing 3 things that I'm picking randomly, but I'll show you everything at the end. Yeah, so let me just get into this here. Okay, my hair is still greasy. Not greasy, I have oil in it. I need to wash it out still. I've yet to wash out the hair oil, so I'm looking a little bit crazy, but that's okay. I wanted to check in, show you everything that I made. Honestly, I feel like this video was kind of a fail. I don't know. My favorite thing that I made out of everything is the first item I made, which was the like bow scrunchie, the ribbon scrunchie, bow scrunchie, whatever you want to call it. So just made it in this like brown velvet yarn, and it's got little bow here and here. It's not wonderful, like fantastic. Like if I made this again, I would do a better job. Like I'd make these look a little bit more even or whatnot. They look pretty good, honestly, but I think I could do better. But this is my favorite out of everything that I made, and this scrunchie is like smaller than my normal, and I kind of like that, honestly. Like it's a little more minimal. And then the second item I made or attempted to make was the book sleeve. I actually didn't weave in the ends because I may or may not undo it. I might end up frogging it, so I don't know yet, but I ended up like kind of finishing it. This is what it looks like with its little bow in the front. It's just really big. I made it because I wanted to fit a book about this size in it, and it's still just, I think, too big. Basically you had to make the little bottom rectangle, and the bottom rectangle should be smaller than the book, like the bottom of the book, because it's gonna get bigger. But I also think I messed up on my first row of stitches around, so I kind of feel like that could have had something to do with it, or I just needed to make my rectangle smaller potentially, because like this is just, I'm sorry, but it's just way too big. And then I didn't make it tall enough, so it doesn't actually cover the whole book. But yeah, it just looks huge and bulky, and I don't know. I just feel like I could have done a way better job. It is still cute, like I can see the visual for what it was supposed to look like, but I just don't love it. I don't love it. And then the last thing that we were supposed to make was the, what was it called? Lacy crochet scrunchie. I don't have the right yarn for this. I need a like 1 weight yarn, but I tried to use cotton and that didn't work. It was just too stiff. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just try to use 4 weight and just size up my hook and do less chains and whatnot. No, I just stopped. Like literally this is as far as I got with it. Like I just have this like bulky thing around a little ponytail. I'm like, this is not gonna work, because I was like trying to like scrunch it, and I'm like, no, it's just like way too stiff. That's just not gonna work. So I gave up. I'm gonna just frog this. I just wanted to show you guys it just so you could see that I attempted. I didn't show you my first attempt with the cotton yarn. The colors were prettier and cooler with the first attempt, but again, it was just, it's cotton yarn, so it was like the right amount of thickness, but it was too stiff for a scrunchie. It just was not gonna, it wasn't gonna scrunch. I need a different type of yarn. So I honestly might take this little guy and put him back into the mug, because hopefully in the future I'll have the right yarn for it. I just don't have the right yarn right now. And if I pull it again and don't have the right yarn, I'll just put it back in, and you know, I want to do it at some point because it's cute, but just not now. So I guess we made 2 random things, and then we attempted a third one. It did not go well. Hopefully I can reattempt this in the future. Yeah, this is not gonna work. That needs to go. But we have these 2, which I feel like is pretty successful. Like this one took me longer, obviously, and this one didn't. I think out of these two, I'd be most likely to remake this one, like to make more of them. This one, I probably wouldn't make another one unless I redo this one and I like it better. Then I might redo it. But I don't know. I know like the potential of this one to be cute, but it's just way too big. It's too big. So this one I want to make more of for sure, because I just think it's super cute and pretty easy to make too. Like it doesn't, once I like, I need to write the pattern down, and once I have the pattern and I have it probably mostly memorized, then it'll work up pretty quick, I'm pretty sure. And this one does not work up super quick, but once I got used to this stitch that you use here, then it probably would work up quicker. And obviously if it was smaller, it would work up quicker too. So like, look at how much extra fabric there is over here. Like that is way too much extra fabric, and it's acrylic yarn, so it's only gonna stretch. So literally like, it's just, I don't know, it's just gonna stretch so much. So I don't love it at all, actually. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me randomly pick my crochet projects out of this mug. As you see, there's a lot more in there, so we definitely can do a part 2 to this video and multiple parts to this video. I had fun with this. This was like a fun way to make things that I haven't made yet, or I don't know, just to kind of switch it up, make it more random as the challenge suggests. But yeah, I would say, I'm not gonna say this video was a fail, because I made like one cool thing that I'll probably make more of, and I learned from this one that you can't just always substitute any yarn. So, and also I learned that I should have, when my gut told me it was going to be too big when I got like here, I probably should have listened to it and just started over, but instead I just continued on, and now I'm probably gonna end up frogging this thing, but it is what it is, I guess. With all that being said, that is all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what other videos you'd like to see from me. I'm gonna keep trying to do a mixture of just vlogs and then some of these challenges, so if there's any other types of challenges you want to see, let me know. Again, I got this idea from Tiani Asada on YouTube. That's who I saw it from first. I don't know if she made it up or not, but that's just where I saw it and got the idea, so I'll give her credit for me finding this idea. But that's all. But if you do decide to stick around and subscribe, then I'll see you in my next video. Bye!